In 2018, our congregation honored me with a wonderful evening called Camp Eemah.
Last time, Boikala, 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 Boikala. We invite you to please rise. Put your arm around the person next to you as we join together, as we end Shabbat together with Havdalah. Yai, lai, la, 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 lai, 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 la, 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 lai, lai, ya, la, lai, 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 ya, la, lai, lai, ya, la, lai, 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 ya, la, 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 lai, 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 ya, la, 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 lai, lai, ya, la, lai, 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 ya, la, lai, lai, ya, la, lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Shavua Tov, everyone.
Can you? Yeah, it's on. So far, everybody having a good time? Great. I'm Joanne Gimbel.
And I'm Tammy Venner.
And we are your co-chairs for Camp Eemah. So it's kind of good that I can't really see Helene's face because I can't look at your eyes right now. I am honored to welcome all of you to this wonderful tribute for Helene. The journey for the two of us started a year ago when Leslie tossed out the idea of honoring Helene for the next gala. When we got the call to co-chair this event, there was not a moment of doubt that we were on board. We are so honored to not only have had a hand in creating this evening for Beth Israel, but more importantly, for Helene. She has had such a significant role and impact in our lives and the lives of our families. Words simply cannot express our thanks to you. It takes a village, and the village came out in full force. This was the largest gala committee ever, and we are so grateful to everyone who has helped along the way. There are just way too many of you to thank individually. However, first I want to thank Meg Mandel, our development director, Leslie Mills, our executive director, and Stacy Terrace-Jones, our event coordinator extraordinaire, in addition to the entire Beth Israel staff. You allowed us to run with our ideas, always with an, I trust you. What an amazing team, so thank you, thank you. We also want to recognize our food and decor committees for turning this vision into a remarkable reality.
And I would like to thank our tribute committee, auction, and all the people who were on the outreach committee who scoured Facebook, Helene's crazy system of organizing things on her computer, for trying to find as many of you as we could who have a deep heart for Helene. So if all our committees could please stand up, we'd like to give them all a big round of applause.
By the way, Helene, we promise not to break into your room anymore. I also want to give a special shout out to my husband, Ken. For the hours of dedication and unlimited patience putting all the video and tech support together. Also to thank him for his patience, understanding, and support putting up with the long hours, phone calls, and meetings over this past year.
And I would like to thank my husband of 36 years. For creating the camp signage. Your talent from taking an idea and bringing it to life is truly a gift. In addition, thank you for understanding how much time and energy it takes to create an evening like this and to be so supportive. Thank you to both of you. Helene, and I can see you. The Ve'ahavta is actually an action word meaning you shall love. It describes how the people are to internalize the teachings and impart them to future generations. Well, Eemah, you have certainly done that. You have taught generations of teachers, students, and parents how to love and live Jewishly. You have brought Judaism to life. Oops. Sorry. Through creative, innovative learning. Look around, and I want you to stand up and look around. You can all give her an applause at this moment. We are all here tonight to say thank you for teaching us, for teaching our children, and for ensuring that this congregation, yes, this congregation has and will continue to create a vibrant Jewish life from generation to generation. We are truly grateful. Thank you, Eemah. Well, you're all in for a very big treat for tonight. So right now I'd like to introduce Gary Hirschfeld.
Okay. I'm new to this. Thank you, Tammy. Yep. Thank you, Joanne. You guys are. Oh yeah. Stand up, Tammy. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. It's amazing what we can do as a community to turn this sanctuary, our social hall, and all of us into what a caring community we are. Thank you, Eemah. I would like to, first of all, thank a few honorary committee members for their dedication as well to our gala tonight. They are the Twin Dragon Foundation. Thank you. Phyllis and Dan Epstein, Lisa Foster and Alan Burnson. Lee and Frank Goldberg, I think I see you. Thank you, Lee. Thanks, Frank. Alan Hobenstock, who I love dearly, and Lori Scher and her husband, Brian Hobenstock. Marcia Hazen, and I'm sorry, what is your name? Mark Camel. He always accuses me of not knowing his name, but I do know his name. Ava and Michael Carno. Sandy and Arthur Levinson. Gail and Jim Malkus. Allison and Robert Price. Ray and Ed Similian of blessed memory. Karen and Jeff Silverman, and Helen and Alan Zyman, thank you so much. It's also my honor to thank our corporate sponsors, Pathfinder Partners, Elizabeth Mitch Siegler, and Lauren Polger, and Delphi Private Advisors. So let me have you guys, these are for you.
Not for us.
Yeah, this is for you.
These are great.
There you go.
Thank you.
Of course. And there's more. We have 2 centerpieces that have been reserved for you to take home free of charge tonight.
Wow.
Because we love you.
Thank you.
Anyway, enough of me. I want to turn this over to our MC, Sam Zine. You might know him better as Sam the Cooking Guy. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Sorry, I can't get up on the stage. I'm going to say it for the last time, for God's sakes. I ruptured my Achilles 5 weeks ago. There you go. I know, thank you for your support and your kindness. It's a proverbial pain in the ass. It doesn't hurt anymore, it's just a difficult pain in the ass. Anyway, look it. Is there a more enduring term than mother? Is there? Especially on the eve of Mother's Day. Look who we're here for. It's amazing. I told my kids, I'm going to the synagogue tonight. It's for Helene Schlafman. They're like, who? Because you know, Eemah, when I went, holy, and I can't even. Dad, she's been there. I know she's been there forever. People don't like to hear that. It makes them feel old, sweetheart. But she has, but that's the amazing part, that you have been here, that you have this lasting legacy. I told you that, and I know saying legacy makes you sound even older, but I don't mean that in a negative way, for God's sakes. I mean that in the best way possible. It's outstanding what you have done here. So let's have some fun. Let's figure this out. Let's find out how we are all connected to Helene. It's like 6 degrees of Helene. We're going to play a little game. When I call out a category that you are connected to her by, you will stand up and you'll stay standing. This is going to be fun. For example, if I said you went to Camp Beth Israel, if you did, you would stand up. Let me see that. Excellent. All right, that's good. Good start. I like the enthusiasm. Stay standing. What if I said you were a Madrachim? Would you also stand? We're all gonna be standing in a second. If you were in showbiz, is there a chance you will now stand? How fantastic is this? If you went to Beth Israel Day School, would you be standing now? What if you went to the Bill and Sid Rubin Preschool, as my own kids did? I'm standing on their behalf. If you were in Eemah's adult B'nai Mitzvah class, yes, would that be you? I love that. If you were in any of her religious school classes, yes? No, that's me. What if you had her chopped liver? I'm just guessing on that one, I don't know. But do you make chopped liver? You know, you should. And by the way, the key is a little balsamic vinegar. It's on my website. I'm telling you, you should do it. I'm not, okay, I'm just saying. If your children are or were in any of the above programs, yes. Okay, Eemah, I want you to look around and see how many people you have touched. Tonight we are here to honor you with a program filled with music, tributes, and love. Clap for her, ladies and gentlemen.
Working with Helene. Oh my God. Well, Helene and I had such a great time working together, it almost was not work.
I remember when she got the name Eemah. We were at Hebrew camp at Raintree, and we were playing volleyball. And Helene was very, very pregnant. And all the kids on her team, every time the ball went near her, would yell, Eemah, Eemah! And the name stuck, and that was an awful lot of years ago.
My favorite memory of Helene really is the excitement that she would wear on her face so visibly every year getting ready for Hebrew camp. She really embodies the very essence of the values and teachings that she tried to impart to us, and you could feel like exuding from her as we prepared to go up to Hebrew camp, as we went through the weekend and learned and sang and ate and came together, that this was everything she believed in, and it was so much a part of her and something she cared so passionately about.
It was very exciting starting the day school with Helene. What happened was that in early 1981, my husband and I were talking with 3 other couples about the need to have a Reformed Jewish day school. At the time, only the Hebrew day school existed. It was a little too religious or orthodox for us, and we felt that there was a need.
Working with Helene was such a great experience. It was like being an Imagineer for Disney. We were creating incredible programs. There were a team of us that would create these situations, these what I call learning scenarios, where the kids would be brought in and everybody had a role. It was exciting, it was fun, and we did this for stage, we did this at camp, we did it in the classroom, we used music, we used video. It was so much fun to be a part of that.
I had a really positive Jewish education experience all the way through 12th grade at Beth Israel, and I can't separate Eemah out from that.
We were looking for an alternative to public education, but we didn't want just a secular private school. We wanted a day school, a Jewish day school that would give our children a well-rounded Jewish educational experience.
My name is Debbie Chester Geary. The year is 1967. It is the summer of love. It is also the year that I turned 16 and was confirmed at Congregation Beth Israel, and I was to begin my first year of teaching there in the religious school that lasted for 45. And it was there and it was then that I met the inimitable Helene Schlafman. She came into my classroom with a shoebox, and from it she took item by item, and we learned each one of them in Hebrew, with a song, with a game, with total fun. We were mesmerized by her, and I think I still am.
One thing I learned from Helene is confidence in myself.
I learned how to be part of a group, both a follower and a leader.
I learned about Jewish continuity.
I remember remarking to her, because it was in the years when Beth Israel also had a day school. I said to Helene, you know, it's really great. You have the day school for the parents who want their children to have a more intensive Jewish education. and you have the summer camp for the others. And she said, no, you've got that wrong. We have the summer camp for the day school families too, because at day school, we get to their heads, but only at camp do we get to their hearts.
Let's all clap together, come on. Hey, Beinu Shalom Aleichem. Aleichem, hey, Beinu Shalom. Hey, Beinu Shalom Aleichem. Aleichem, hey, Beinu Shalom. Eemah.
Helene, tonight is all about your stellar 50-year career as a Jewish educator. But I've been thinking about this, and it really is so much more than a career for you. It's your life, it's your soul, it's your center, it's your heart, and that's why you've produced all this. Look around you at all of these kids of yours, many of whom are no longer kids. They love and adore you for all that you've done for them and all of us. Thank you so much.
It was fun working with you, preparing kids for B'nai Mitzvah. And I am especially grateful to you for the work you and Kara Friedman did in preparing, writing, and producing that wonderful music in my honor when I retired in 1991 at the U.S. Grand Hotel. It was a great evening for me, and for the congregation, and I am indebted to you.
Hi, Helene. It's Joel Gendelman honoring you on 50 years at Temple Beth Israel. Congratulations. I think you've probably known me for all of those 50 years, and certainly my mom, Marlene Gendelman, for 50, if not more. You're a legend at the Temple, and you've had a huge impact on generations of families, generations of kids, and Jewish childhood education, across the country, if not across the world.
Helene Schlafman is a Jewish scholar who dedicated her life to teaching children how cool it is to be Jewish.
The thing I'd like to say most to Helene is thank you, because again, we all know that the day school never would have happened without Helene being behind it. She had the vision and she had the dream.
She is authentic and she is highly contagious.
Helene inspired me in my rabbinate really to learn that just teaching isn't enough. Right? If our students learn things from us, that's only the first step. And the second step, and the most important step really, is communicating to our students how to integrate these ideas and values and lessons into our lives and live them. And that's what Helene taught me through Showbiz, through Hebrew Camp, through just being with her around Beth Israel. She lives the Torah that she teaches, and it's so apparent.
Helene is the one person I cannot say no to.
Well, what I'd like to say to Helene is she is a legend, and her beautiful countenance is definitely a regular fixture of our congregation, and we love her very much. And it has been a joy that I have been able to spend these 10.5 years working with her in the most important thing that Jews do, educating our children.
Helene, Mazel Tov on tremendous contribution to the Jewish people, transforming the lives of our kids and their families, and may you go from strength to strength.
Eemah, you are the reason I am the rabbi I am today. Had it not been for you and your leadership, getting me involved in Showbiz and later in Madrichim and giving me an opportunity to song lead, I wouldn't be the leader or the rabbi that I am today. Thank you, Eemah.
For 21 years, I've had the privilege of watching you bring children, dozens each year, to Dveikut, to the closeness of our tradition, and watching them teach other children to do the same thing.
Thank you, Helene, for all the wonderful things you do for our community.
50 years, it's a truly remarkable legacy that she's created, and I am so privileged to have known her for almost all 50 years.
Camp Beth Israel, a place that I can call my home. Camp Beth Israel, a place that I can call my own. And I don't remember the rest.
Showbiz is an innovative concept in Jewish education. It enables children from all over San Diego County to come together and learn about our wonderful heritage through drama, dance, and music. It is a children's theater company unlike any in the country.
Because that's the only way that you're gonna be achieving anything that's real and anything that's right, but the
Now we're gonna put our guitars down because Helene, Eemah, we have one more song for you. And we wanted to have some other song leaders help us out. So I think we should just go into it, right? Right? Yes. Who do I cue? Phil? Eemah is our guide. Everybody needs an Eemah, someone to look up to. Could it be her qualities are there inside of you? Today, continuity. Helene is her name, 50 years in the game. Her talent, her ruach have led to her fame. For the life you've lived and the love you give, and your madra theme. Everybody needs an Eemah, someone to look up to. Could it be her qualities are there inside of you? We can follow words of wisdom, we can search through stories told, but the answers that we need are lessons she already told. Lessons she already told. Lessons she already told. So what do you see when you look at Helene? Is she the kind of person you'd like to be? Could it be true she's a lot like you? Passion burning inside. If I have the stuff, am I strong enough to hold it together when times get tough? She made her mark and lit a spark. Eemah is our guide. Everybody needs an Eemah, someone to look up to. Could it be her qualities? They're inside of you.
If you had to use one word to describe Helene, what would that word be?
Loving.
Timeless.
Passion.
Eemah.
Passion.
Scholar.
Loving kindness.
Continuity.
Treasured. Continuity.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Cherished.
Ruach.
Innovative.
Engaging.
Loyal.
Inspiring.
Guide.
Funny.
Delightful.
Influential.
Ruach. Continuity.
Hebrew.
Inspiring.
Inspirational.
Nurturing.
Ruach.
Caretaker.
Continuity.
Mentor.
Nurturing.
Love.
Continuity.
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 Yumbo.
Genuine.
Todd.
Leadership.
Dedication.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Valor.
Timeless.
Match.
Добродушная.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Torah.
Inspirational.
Patient.
Continuity.
Ruach.
Extraordinary.
Nurturing.
Mosleg.
Inclusive.
Innovator.
Vision, chazon.
Continuity.
Tenacious.
Exemplar.
Amazing. Funny.
Im Terzu.
Continuity.
Inspiring.
Motherly. Simply wonderful.
What a joy it is for me to add my words of congratulations to Helene Schlafman on an amazing career in education, a visionary. And I know this personally because when I worked at Camp Swig, I led a program called Solel, which was the Hebrew-speaking part of camp. I know people have said then and say today, well, what kind of congregation will get kids to love Hebrew so much and then send them to Solel? I got to tell you, at least half of the campers that we had year after year for Solel came from Beth Israel. And not just because Beth Israel is a great synagogue, which it is. It happened because Helene Schlafman loves learning, loves teaching, loves Hebrew. And obviously we have a whole set of generations who are roaming the world with more love, more Jewish wisdom, more Hebrew in their lives and in their families and their communities. So thank you, Helene Schlafman, and Yasher Koach, and Kol HaKavod. We are all delighted, and we honor you this night.
Toda Rabah. Thank you for the privilege of teaching Torah to generations of families here at Beth Israel. It has been my joy and honor to take this journey with you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to call up to the stage Rabbi Michael Burke and the woman, no, make that the Eemah of the hour, Helene Schlafman.
may be seated. We're all getting older. Some of us feel it more than others, perhaps. One way I can tell is I can't hear the words Am Yisrael Chai sung with such vigor and with children without getting tears in my eyes. Because for us to be able to proclaim the people of Israel still lives, it's almost like we're telling each other how amazing it is that at this point, after all we've been through, we can still say, Am Yisrael Chai. I can't hear that song without tears in my eyes, and the reason we can sing that is because of you, people like you. What an honor it is to stand here with you on this night of kavod and ahava, a celebration of respect and love. You are one of the great pillars upon which this congregation has rested for 50 years. We, the community that has been on the receiving end of your passion and love for Judaism, Beth Israel, and most especially the children, dedicate this night to you with love, respect, and joyous hearts. I've said it before and I'll never tire of saying it. The most important person in any Jewish community is the teacher. In some ways, the most important relationship in Jewish life is the student-teacher relationship. Jews love their teachers as we love you, Eemah. After World War I, the Jewish thinker and writer Hillel Zeitlin wrote that we need a new old Judaism in order to save and revitalize our faith. So we established these Yavne groups, which were serious places of study. And this is how he advised the Yavne groups that he founded. He told them, remember the three loves, love of God, love of Torah, and love of Israel. Eemah, you have always remembered those three loves, and you have brought that wisdom to Beth Israel for a half century. A rabbi I know, when praising teachers, pointed out that Judaism is caught, not taught. You love God, you love Torah, you love Israel, and that love has been caught by the children in your classrooms. You have succeeded as a teacher because you've always known that teaching involves more than the transmission of knowledge and understanding. It requires that you be a human being, a mensch, an example of a human being to your students. It means caring and loving your students. It means being in deep relationship with them. That is you. That is why you are Eemah, and that's why we love you so much. At this time, I'd like to invite up April Fink, a past staff member of Camp Beth Israel, and a member of Beth Israel's Board of Directors for a special presentation.
So Eemah,
yes,
we are so grateful for all your years of dedication to the families of our synagogue. This book is filled with love and memories that I hope you will cherish as much as we cherish you. You're welcome.
So now I'd like to invite Rabbis Bernstein, Solomon, and Gimbel to join us up here. And we'd like to have Helene's family join the rabbis on our bima.
Okay, family. Aren't they beautiful? I know.
Wow.
It's like hurting.
And could I ask, forgive if it sounds this way, but I've been told that this is my direction. May I ask the family to please face the rabbis? And if that bothers you, you're actually looking straight at the direction of the Kotel in Jerusalem behind us. Thank you. So look, we want to thank your family. What chutzpah it's been all these years that we call her Eemah. But your family has graciously shared you with us all, and we thank you for allowing us to consider ourselves her children. Yes, Helene, you are known here at Beth Israel as Eemah. I think there are different legends about where that came from. I heard on the TV tonight one version is different than what I've heard before. Regardless of that, wherever it came from, now a half century later, Eemah, it's a title of honor, one that reflects the Jewish ideal teacher. Who's the most famous teacher in Jewish history? It's Moses, Moshe Rabbeinu. Our master, our teacher. He is the teacher par excellence. Moses at first doubted God's judgment in choosing him. He didn't think he was the guy to deal with politics and royalty. But God said this in a modern midrash: your primary role, Moses, is that of a spiritual and moral teacher, a teacher of Torah. I can find negotiators elsewhere. You were chosen because the main purpose of the Exodus is not attaining political freedom, but the conversion of a slave society into a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. In that role, Moses, you excel. You are a rabbi, a teacher. As the teacher of Jews, Moses became, according to the rabbis, an oman, a nursing father. Why would the rabbis call him that? Because a teacher not only feeds the mind, she nurtures the soul too. Ever since Moses, the most authentic form of Jewish leadership is the teacher, the Torah scholar whose power is spiritual, not political. Teachers have more lasting impact on society than politicians. To our rabbis, the world would not long endure without teachers like you, teaching students and students learning. Like Moses, Helene, you are an Aman, a nurturer. You not only teach, but you guide and inspire children with patience and understanding. You have nurtured thousands of students through their teen years and stayed connected with them into adulthood. Your students observe you and learn from you what a Jewish adult is supposed to be like. Not just from your words, but from the way you live, the way you treat people. In the history you have taught, the Bible stories you have told, the songs you have sung, the values you have imparted and lived, you have brought our children the most precious commodity we have to our faith, our people, our God. And for that, we have risen together tonight to thank you. So I'll conclude with a word from the Kaddish de Rabbanan, the Rabbi's Kaddish, tonight dedicated to you. Al Yisrael ve'al Rabbanan, for Israel and its teachers, for Eemah and her family, and for all who study and teach Torah. May there be love, mercy, long life, sustenance, and peace. Amen.
The Birkat Kohanim was given as a privilege to Aaron, God's blessing for the people through Aaron. So we have the privilege tonight, my colleagues and I, to give you and your family this blessing.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God's face be illuminated towards you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May you see God's countenance rise up and shine upon you in the eyes and the faces of your family and everyone who loves you. And may you be given the continued blessing of peace that you so deserve from everyone here. Together we say, Amen. Amen.
Invite you to do a bit of a turn, a pivot, to take in the love that surrounds you. Really, the presence of God is known in relationship. In the eyes of each other, we see light.
To a place that I will show you. Lech lecha to be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Let me love. Let me love, and I shall make your name great.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us, making tonight special for Eemah and her family. Don't forget to put your program inside one of the baskets located outside the sanctuary. By doing so, not only are you donating an additional $25 to Beth Israel's youth, but thanks to an anonymous donor, the first 40 will be matched. Now please follow Eemah and her family out and join us for more celebrating. There are desserts in the Bryce family courtyard, dancing, desserts, the David and Dorothea Garfield social hall. If you bid on any silent auction items, please make sure to check with registration on your way in. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Let me love. Lech Adoni, Likrat Gala, B'nei Shabbat Nekah. Last time, Boikala, 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 Boikala. Boikala, 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 Boikala.